guys, it's back to school season, so everybody online has been talking about how they're heading back to school, or they're starting school, or how they don't have school for another 2 months. Like, how does that work? I've been in school for a week already, and you don't have to go back for 2 months. Can someone work out, like, a universal school starting date? That would be cool. Anyway, yeah, so school's starting up, and I've been getting a lot of messages asking if I could make a video about advice for high school. I'm now a high school senior. That's a scary thought. I'm not gonna go there. So I've done high school for 3 years, and I have kind of a basic idea of how it works. So I asked people what their biggest questions and fears were about high school, and today I'm gonna go through and try to answer as many of those as possible. This person wants to know if the last year of high school is really as hard and scary as they say. Well, I guess we'll be finding out together. This is a British person who wants to know about the bathroom passes in America because they've heard there's some really outlandish things like mannequin arms and traffic cones. Yeah, actually, it really depends on your teacher, but I have had some teachers who have some really weird bathroom passes. I had a teacher last year who had a mannequin figure of, it was either Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or John Cena, and I can't remember which one. But he had a mannequin figurine of one of them, and that was the bathroom pass. You had to take it with you, and then you had to bring it back. Teachers can basically make you carry around whatever they want, like, because they can. How bad are the ACTs? Are they really as bad as everyone says? I took my ACTs this past June, and for me they were better than the SATs, just in terms of like the test setup and whatever, but they are difficult, and you usually want to take like either the SAT or the ACT or both like 2 to 3 times before you send off your scores to colleges. And that's because like you'll generally score higher on second and third tests because you know the format of the test and you can see on the areas you need to work on. This person is going into their junior year, and they want to know how to better manage their time between sports, family, friends, AP classes, all that. I'm not really the best person to ask, but it's really just about prioritizing what you need to do. Like, if you have a whole bunch of homework, you know you can't like go hang out with your friends, you have to do your homework and then go hang out with your friends, and like you can make it work. It's just sometimes you have to make choices that you don't want to. This one says, I'm going to be a freshman and I need just general advice because I'm low-key freaking out. That was me in my freshman year. The only like general advice I have is get involved with something. Like, it doesn't have to be something big, but it has to be something. Like, my freshman year, I didn't really do anything. I was just kind of there. I went to my classes, I went home, I did homework. And then my sophomore year, I joined my school's marching band, and like it added a whole lot of extra time onto what I was doing, and like it was kind of stressful, but it also gave me a lot more confidence, and it gave me a lot more friends, and it was just a really good experience. And so I'm not saying everybody should go out and join their school's marching band, because it's not something everybody wants to do, but you should go join something, see if there's a club that you're interested in. If there's not a club that you're interested in, maybe see if your school has a way to make your own club, and you can meet people who are interested in the same things you are. So this person's like really afraid that they're gonna get into like trouble with other people, and that they're gonna start stuff with upperclassmen. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Upperclassmen do not hate freshmen because they're young. They dislike underclassmen sometimes, because underclassmen have a tendency to be rowdy and like loud, and they don't know how to walk in the hallways. Also, they talk a lot about being freshmen. A tip for anybody who's going into their freshman year and is in any honors, AP classes, or classes that are going to have upperclassmen in it, do not talk about being a freshman. I look pretty young, and I looked even younger back in freshman year, but I pretty much shut up during my math class, which was with all sophomores who hated freshmen. So nobody knew I was a freshman, and they all assumed I was a sophomore. They just hadn't met, and they didn't hate me. How do you keep yourself from procrastinating? Well, one thing you could do is surround yourself with a good group of friends who always does their homework on time and pushes you to do the same. I did not do this, but you could conceivably do so. Also, make a schedule. Put a calendar in your locker. Of course, my friends and I have a calendar in our locker, and we still forgot that we had a test on Wednesday. I can't help you. How can I escape? Well, I mean, most of the windows open. How do you convincingly execute a half-planned essay? Confidence, and accept the fact that you're probably going to fail, so when you end up with the C, you feel accomplished. Or just plan out your essay. Seriously. Dude, what are you doing? How do you avoid drama? Hi, I'm gonna be honest with you. You cannot avoid drama. I've been in high school for 3 years now, I'm starting my 4th. Drama is going to come. Like, you're going to have friends who relish in drama, things are just gonna happen, and that's gonna be dramatic. By nature of interacting with other people, humanity is inherently dramatic. Why do you think we love the Real Housewives of wherever the heck? Drama. You're gonna get into drama, and you may not like it, but it's just gonna happen, so the best thing you can do is try to be level-headed and, like, grown up in your response to it. Handling age gaps and dating. Personally, I think in high school a good rule of thumb is 1 grade up, 1 grade down. Beyond that, it gets weird, like seniors dating freshmen. Stop, no, go back. Just don't. Seriously, it's a mistake. Like, I've never dated anybody, but that's just kind of where I fall with it. Because once you go beyond that, it gets weird, and a lot of people will say, oh, it's only 4 years. Yeah, but, like, you're so young that 4 years is a massive chunk of your life at that point. Like, when you're 24 and that person's 28, sure, it's only 4 years. But when you're 14 and that person's 18, that is a significant period of time and maturity that, like, you guys just don't have. Do you get bullied by seniors and popular people? Gonna be honest, seniors really don't care. They're not really gonna pick on you because they have so much stress from other stuff. They're gonna be like, oh, there are freshmen here? Okay. Like, they have to worry about college and all that other stuff. So, like, maybe you've got some jerk seniors who give you a hard time. Like, everybody's experience is different. But, like, in general, seniors will not target you for that reason. Popular people really depends. Like, I don't know, some popular people are kind of jerks, so you want to stay away from them. But, like, some of them are pretty nice people, so it's really a mixed bag. Does it suck? Sometimes, yeah. One of my problems with a lot of, like, videos out there about high school and whatever is that a lot of them are like, high school's a great time, you just have to embrace it and whatever. And you can just tell those like posts and videos are done by people who, like, they had a pretty good time in high school. Like, maybe it wasn't perfect, but, like, they didn't have, like, a really bad time. And, like, there's good parts about it, but there are some days that are gonna suck. And there may be whole weeks or months where it's just gonna suck. And, like, that's the honest truth. How do you relieve stress when stuff piles up? Personally, I like to play the piano or the guitar and just kind of, like, chill and get into, like, my own space a little bit. Or I make these videos. That's what I'm doing now. It's really different for everybody. Just do something that you enjoy that kind of takes off the pressure a little bit, but also make sure you're managing your time well and getting your stuff done. How to avoid fitting into the cringe freshman stereotype. Last year, I went on the first day of school, I sat down to lunch, and I saw a freshman eat an entire pepper that his friend dared him to, and then run through the courtyard screaming for water. I don't know how else to avoid these stereotypes, but don't do that. Why is it so depressing? Well, because at the ages of 14 to 18, you're suddenly realizing that you're your own human person, and that you will be leaving your home to go pursue your own life. And you are suddenly very aware of your own existence and all of the troubling implications of the past and future of our existence as human beings. It's a very troubling time. It gets better, I think. This is my attempt to maybe sort of help people starting high school. I know there are a lot of videos on this on YouTube, but a lot of the ones I've seen are by people who, like, haven't been in high school for several years, and so I thought maybe that I could kind of help out by giving some advice as someone who is still in high school but has done this for 3 years. So, if you want me to do another advice video on, like, high school or, like, specific things about high school or teenage life, request it below. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to me, and yeah, bye.